Hey friends, welcome aboard. This is Dolynny TV, and we have got the most crucial period of the playoffs so far for the Edmonton Oilers upcoming here in a matter of moments. The third period about ready to get underway between the Oilers and Kings in game number 4 this evening. Glad to have you tune in as we get things started up for what is, like I said, going to be the most important period of the series of the playoffs thus far for the Edmonton Oilers, who desperately need to win this one after getting through the first, after getting a goal from Bouchard on the power play in the second, and now need to find a way to break through here and get this job done. So friends, welcome aboard. If you're just tuning in, Peter, as you're saying, am I late? Well, I will tell you again, like today, as I said, I had to get to the airport and get company picked up from out of town. Well, we got that done. We're good to go. We are set now. Just got home, and thankfully we're going to catch the best period of them all. At least I have a feeling there. That I say this is an important period, but we may have more to come from both teams yet tonight. You would remember famously Game 4 last year went about 10.5 minutes into the first overtime period, so we'll see if that is the case. Tony, welcome in as well as friends. We're getting things queued up. We'll go to the scoring summary thus far, which has the LA Kings out-shooting the Edmonton Oilers 21-10, out-hitting the Oilers 36-20. Face-offs dead even. Giveaways are 4-2 in favor of the LA Kings. 3-0 the takeaways in favor of the Edmonton Oilers. Block shots pretty much dead even at 14-12 for the Kings. Evan Bouchard, though, with the lone goal in tonight's hockey game, beating Dave Riddick. Leon Draisaitl, Connor McDavid get the assists on the marker, and the Oilers find themselves up 1-0 after 2 periods of play. So we got a lot to get to tonight, friends. Obviously, 20 minutes will tell the tale for both teams. Of the LA Kings tonight, the way it sounded with Jack Michaels and Bob Stauffer on the radio, are going to be lucky to get this game tied and force overtime. For the Oilers, though, a huge test against a team that has pushed you all game long, and similar to that effort in game 2, has done a good enough job to keep the Oilers away from running away with the game like they did in game 1 and 3. So Dan, welcome in. Twisted, welcome in as well. Donald just joining the chat. Jim as well, and Patrick coming in live from Rogers Place this evening. Trust me, friends, like I said, you want to see that squirrel suit again, you better hope the Edmonton Oilers win the Stanley Cup and the guy can go run around downtown Edmonton and that thing for a night. So, all right. Scout, good evening to you as well as friends. We are just queuing up tonight's live stream. Obviously, it's probably going to be a little bit more tame. I know I've been watching over there on Austin's live stream for the Oilers game tonight. Looks like he was rocking earlier on. I had about 150 friends on by there, so that was good to see. We'll see where he's sitting at right now as well as I pique the curiosity. He's up over 216, in fact, so good on Austin to get that big playoff crowd going, but even better on Patrick to get inside Rogers Place for the watch party tonight. You like to see that. And of course, my brain kind of, oh no, Patrick, what are you doing going to a game before the Stanley Cup final? We agreed on this. Wait, it's a road watch party, Tice. Just calm down. Silly me, but that's okay. It's been a night, right? That's been the crazy part. Burden, welcome in as we are now awaiting the last 20 minutes of this third period, and then the Edmonton Oilers will get underway and rock. And Bob, welcome in as well as that is just it. Shut them down and we'll be good to go. We've been outshot attempted even by 20 tonight, so tough go through 2 periods of play for the Oilers, but the news is they hold the 1-0 lead after 40, and that is where we really have to take advantage of this. Of course, this is where we are at, right? The old Oilers plaid. That's what we did for the game 3, which ended up being winning victory. So here we are in game number 4, trying to get this orange and blue plaid another one as well. So friends, let's get into it. The third period upcoming here for the Oilers and the LA Kings in a matter of moments. Face off at center ice for the Oilers and Kings. It's McDavid versus Kopitar, and we're about to jump right back into the old play-by-play this evening as McDavid and Kopitar draw in for the face-off at center ice. Back to Bouchard it comes. We got 20 minutes to tell the tale here tonight. as it's going to be Kopitar gloving it down. McDavid trying to push forward. The LA Kings in desperate need of not taking a penalty the rest of the way home. Puck around the far wall inside the LA Kings territory, batted back to the blue line by the Kings defense. Comes back into the near corner. Doughty's able to chop it out to the high point right side, and this one will be forced out by the Kings into possession. Doughty turns back, and he's being harassed there by Hyman. Anderson comes to the puck and will fire it up back into the middle of the ice as Kempe, right in front of Riddick, goes to the far side corner. Bounced off the end wall. Kopitar in possession behind Riddick now up the middle of the ice through the gut. The LA Kings come pushing, but it's Leon Draisaitl in a combined effort from Evander Kane able to turn back the Kings again. And so far this first minute of the third period has featured the Oilers inadvertently just kind of forechecking, not coming up with the puck, but forcing the LA Kings back inside their own zone. Hard to get shots from there as they direct one towards the net now. It's Draisaitl picking it up off the bounce off the end wall, batting it back the other way. Kane's going to try and get it deep. He's unable to. The Kings, though, also going for a line change, fire it inside the Oilers' end around the boards that came to the near side point. Ceci battling Deneau. Deneau breaking free. The shot fired against McLeod. He makes the save with the boot, and here's Fogle near side point trying to get it. No, does. And the LA Kings again forced to retreat back inside their own territory as both teams struggling here early on in this first few minutes of this third period to get a grip on the puck and get some chances. But the Oilers doing exactly what they have to do here in this third period, preventative offense kind of deal where they're just bearing down on the LA Kings enough to keep them away from their net. As this one comes now for Stuart Skinner to play it up the boards to the Oilers, and it's Desharnais firing it in on Riddick. Goes into the far side corner. The LA Kings spin back as Spence has the puck, and he'll look to wheel and deal right up the middle of the ice with speed to the far side wing across the line. The Kings fire to the middle. Puck is bitten away there again. I think that was Derek Ryan as a shot by Dubois lands on Derek Ryan's stick as I have to get the eyes off driving mode and I have to get the eyes on puck watching mode here. 17:36 to go in this third period of play. Puck comes into the neutral zone. Holloway in a race against Grunstrom. Perfect interference draws the icing call. And just like that, friends, we will have a stoppage in play with 17.5 to go in this, what is now third period for the Oilers and the LA Kings as Dubois fired that puck into traffic, a tip on net, and Skinner just enough to get the save as Lafreniere was looking around the front of the net trying to bounce that one back home. So here we go. This one, face off, one back by the LA Kings, 17.5 to go in the third period, flipped out for the Oilers into the neutral zone. They will come into it on their own tapes inside the defensive end as it'll be Matthias Ekholm rolling up the middle over to the near side wing for Bouchard, ripping a shot off an Oilers tape across the line and into the LA Kings zone, bounced all the way to the near side. Up along the boards there, both teams trying to come up with this puck. Byfield hits the skates of McDavid back inside LA's end, and then the LA Kings hit the linesman with the puck. Couple of just tough breaks here for LA trying to break out of their own end. And again, here's McDavid picking a puck off and speeding away the other way. Shot blocked in front by Drew Doughty as this one comes now back near side as it'll be a hard bump against Kempe. Hyman takes a hard knock there from Kopitar. Across the line now Anderson. The shot save made by Skinner, and I mean he quickly covered up that puck and stopped it. And the Oilers turf Anderson to the ice. But again, what you're going to see the rest of the way home in this third period is a very, very cautious LA Kings team when it comes to taking penalties. As Hyman got bopped there by Kopitar, but Hyman kind of grabbed his hand there as both teams collided there a couple times going back the other way. So 16:36 to go in this third period to play. 1-0 the Edmonton Oilers lead early on in this hockey game. The shot from the point, Roy right into the crease. A diving effort there by Stuart Skinner to keep it out. The shot again off of Skinner into the corner as it goes along the far side wall, batted along the boards and hits the referee in favor of the Oilers as this bats into the near side corner or a far side corner, jamming away in front. Moore gets cross-checked by Kane, and back now Cody Ceci is going to lead out Kane across the line now for Draisaitl. Draisaitl backhander towards the net, can't find the tape of Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Kane hard hit there against Roy, bouncing it back off the wall. Deneau into possession and up the ice. The LA Kings come into the Edmonton Oilers zone. Ceci in behind the Oilers' net. This will be picked away by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and back across near side it comes. McLeod on the pass to Darnell Nurse in behind Dave Riddick as this one continues to roll around the boards, and it's Ryan McLeod meeting it. The LA Kings, though, coming up with it through the middle to the far side into the neutral zone and into the Oilers' territory. Shot off the pads. Skinner took a terrible hop right into the middle slot, and the Oilers were able to clear that out just in time, as this will be batted along the wall by Perry. Back down towards the Kings' blue line. Lizotte able to wheel and deal the other way. He taps in behind, takes a hard contact against Desharnais, who just basically buckled him at the knees. And now here in the near side, Perry rode out Fiala, and the Oilers jam up with the Kings 3-on-3 along the near side blue line. Chipped out back into Kings territory. Puck from England to the far side, as Spence will, for the first time all period, start to slow things down here a bit for both teams. Spence trying to work off the far side boards, instead puts it right on the tape of Matthias Ekholm. Bouchard starts things back the other way off a hop. They'll come into the LA Kings zone, and that was a massive run by Hyman. Missed contact there. Wraparound opportunity. Riddick able to seal the post with the pads, and it'll be bounced up off the wall as Matthias Ekholm flips it into the middle, and that's a big hit against Hyman. He was blindsided there. Henrique with Hyman down will bounce to the far side for McDavid. McDavid back to the blue line here. Hyman's up off the ice. That's good news for the Oilers, but that's a massive hit where the Oilers might have just lost their key contributor here in the playoffs so far. 14:10 to go in this third period of play. Battling along the boards. Bouchard flips it back inside the LA Kings zone. 26-10, the shots on goal for the LA Kings. Man, this is going to be that Predators Canucks game, game 3, back all over again as this puck's flipped down to Stuart Skinner. He will cover it, and with 13:52 to go, we will have a stoppage in play here. So Zach Hyman, hard bump he was run into in the middle of the ice, kind of run over, in fact, in the middle of the ice. So tough, but that was just after jamming the puck off the pad of Dave Riddick. Friends, 13:52 to go in this third period of play, and we will have a chance to welcome the chat back in after we got back right into action here. Magic, welcome aboard. Stone, welcome in as well. Spencer, glad to have you as always, and I think something as well as we are here this evening as Dylan, welcome in. And this is where we're at, friends, just waiting for this Edmonton Oilers game to get back underway off commercial break. Obviously, if you are new to the channel, what I will tell you, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button. That's something I got to at least advertise once here in the first half of the third period. Thought we'd have more time before the intermission got done, but we didn't. So we were back underway with only 13 minutes and 28 seconds live stream so far tonight. So it'll be a much lesser watch time evening. And friends, to that effect as well, if you haven't also hit that like button tonight, I would love for you to do that. Maybe we can get crazy towards the end of tonight's live stream. So, Art, welcome in. Glad to have you. Ace as well. Missed you earlier in there as well, as we are just getting things rolling here, I guess, effectively. We're 13 and a half minutes into the live stream, and the Edmonton Oilers have a 1-0 lead in the third period with, just about 6 minutes gone. Just 6:08 gone in this third period of play. It was Evan Bouchard with the lone goal in the hockey game. 29-11 the shots on goal for the LA Kings. And friends, tonight I don't even know where to set the over-under on the watch time. I think we'll be well over the usual for a period in the regular season, but as we currently sit, if we go 291 times 2.15, we are at a grand total of 10.42. So if we can just hit 100 hours by the end of tonight, I think we'll be doing all right as we continue to gain traction here this evening. Friends tuning back in from previous games, like I said, Hyman got turnstile, blown apart by Mikey Anderson. We'll see how long until he gets back on the ice for the Edmonton Oilers. He remains on the bench. 13:52 to go in this third period of play. Face off to the left of Stuart Skinner. Face-off's down, tied up right on the dot. Shot off the face-off. Save made by Skinner. That one is a big one for the Edmonton Oilers, as you don't want to see that one off the face-off after it spins around a million times, end up going to the back of the net. But It ends up being a save nonetheless for Stuart Skinner, as this is going to be flipped up off the boards, tapped out into the neutral zone. Kane one-on-one back the other way with Roy to beat, drag into the middle, the wraparound attempt. Kane on the post! Save made by Dave Riddick, freezing it with the skate up against the post. That was a good chance for one. Evander Kane around the net it went, and oh boy, just could not tap it through the underneath of Dave Riddick's skate, as he just kind of sealed that post down right there and was able to keep it with the front toe out of the net. So it is where it is. Lyndon Hector, welcome aboard, as the face-off to the near side boards, picked up by the Edmonton Oilers, rolled back down to the far side corner inside the Kings zone. Arvidsson lifts out off an Oilers stick as both teams try to find it. It's fired into Riddick by the Edmonton Oilers. Gavrikov near side corner will pick it up for Deneau. Far side pass, and the Kings exit the zone as they'll retreat back across their side a half across the line. Now into the Oilers end. Deneau fires across to the far side open corner, and it's going to be batted back to Deneau. He misses the puck. Tough go over him, as it'll be back to the blue line. Played down by Deneau. The shot for Arvidsson. Glove hand save for Stuart Skinner. The save made his 30th of the evening. We won't mention how many out of how many, but his 30th nonetheless. As Stuart Skinner walks into a slap shot there by Victor Arvidsson. In years previous, I'll tell you what would have happened on that play. It would have been a tip off of Gavrikov's stick. Instead, Arvidsson able to just get the shot through cleanly, and Stuart Skinner makes the save for the Oilers, which is huge. And now we will have the face-off inside the Oilers zone. Immediately won back by the boys in orange and blue, fired up the wall, and shots this period for the LA Kings 10-1. The Oilers, by all measures, getting outplayed in this hockey game, doing 0-0 defense in this hockey game through the first 48 minutes, but on the power play, 1-0 as this Byfield across, shot up over top of Stuart Skinner. Out into the neutral zone, trying to push forward was Connor McDavid. He took an unnecessary bump there from Doughty, looking around at the official saying, hey, I'm not going to complain too much about that this time, but you can't let that fly all the time. As here's McDavid again, rushing to the puck near side corner. He takes another bump there from Fiala, as McDavid's definitely a little upset with the officiating here, as this one will go down now for Kulak with 12:09, an icing call against the LA Kings, and Connor McDavid's a little not too impressed with the interference he's facing going up and down the ice here. But obviously the Oilers have stymied the LA Kings through 48 minutes. You would assume that Connor McDavid is going to get some kind of interference plays from the Kings so they can prevent the next goal as we continue on here. 12:09 to go in this third period of play. And the Oilers have the face-off to the right of David Riddick, pushing forward. Corey Perry in behind the Kings net. Near side boards. Desharnais wins the battle against Fiala to keep it alive. Rolled to the far side. Fired back down low as the Kings this time will pick up through the middle of the ice. Dubois over to Fiala. The dump there on Warren Foegele as this one bats back into the neutral zone all the way down. And it hits somebody in the benches. So we will have a stoppage in play with 11:49 to go in this third period, friends. 1-0 the lead for the Oilers here. And if you haven't also, I'm just seeing a bunch of you join in here right now. If you haven't left a like yet on the stream, make sure to do that here, and we can get crazy towards the end of this. So, all right, here we go, friends. Face off inside the neutral zone, I think is where, no, it's going to be inside the Oilers zone. So the Oilers batted it off their bench by the looks of it. 11:49 to go in this third period of play as the face-off's down. One forward by the Edmonton Oilers. Instead, now the LA Kings have it. Arvidsson on the turnover, just about found it in his feet. Instead, flipped back into the Kings territory. Spence with the puck to the far side. The Oilers coming barreling down into the zone. Can't do it now near side. The Kings pick up Arvidsson, pushing towards the net. Pushed off the puck a brief moment to disrupt by Desharnais. Spence with the puck spins down low now for Moore. Moore will spin off the end wall. He's going to come back to the point now for Spence. Spence fires the shot towards the net. The shot save made by Skinner. Rebound opportunity sitting at the side of the net, and we'll have a stoppage in play as I think the referees lost sight on the puck with 11:11 to go in the third period. And Stuart Skinner has a big time save right there, kicking it off the pad and then kicking it out with the skate as well. As I think that's a hold or a hook there, and maybe some interference by Brett Kulak in front. But what a save by Skinner, pushing that skate out. But it looks like Kulak will head to the box. So the most important penalty kill of the playoffs for the Edmonton Oilers right here. 2-minute power play to the LA Kings with just about half the third period gone in game number 4. The Oilers, I'm telling you, they jump out to a 3-1 lead. It'll be interesting to see where they go from there, but obviously tonight you need to get that job done. So the face-off inside the Oilers zone, won back by Edmonton, chipped up off the boards, kept in by Doughty. Back down low it goes for the Kings, right in front off the blocker is Skinner. Fiala fishes it free for Doughty at the point as it comes near side boards for Arvidsson. Arvidsson rolling his options, back to Doughty, overskates the puck, but able to corral it at the blue line before it got out. Batted back to Doughty from down low, near side now Arvidsson. The shot blocked by Desharnais. Kopitar will go around to the far side. Kempe into the middle of the ice, stolen away by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. 2-on-2, developing back the other way over to Corey Perry. The shot, looking for the tip from Nuge up over top of the net. Fiala will pick up this puck. 40 seconds gone in the LA Kings power play. They've at least had one tonight, I do believe, as Kempe across the line, near side now for Kopitar to the far side. Actually, I don't think they have. I think they've been power play free so far tonight. Very disciplined game, or very well played game from both teams and the referees as well. Riddick on the clear, paddled it to the Drew Doughty side of the ice as he'll lead up. It's picked up now by Deneau, 4-speed through the neutral zone. Trevor Moore on side on the dump from Deneau, back to the blue line for Doughty. Doughty down low to Deneau again, who will get a lot of puck touches here on this power play for LA as they try to set up the attack down low. Doughty fishes around to the far side. It'll be played by Arvidsson to Dubois, back to Doughty off the board, stolen away by Janmark, interrupting as the Kings continue pressure. Nurse ripped it off the boards. That's one of those TV angles, doesn't tell the full story, as the LA Kings defender bobbled it there. Desharnais chips it up off the glass down the length of the ice. 12 seconds to go. The LA Kings are going to sell out for a rush up the ice here. Deneau across the line. 8 seconds in the power play. Nice disrupt by Fogle, and the Kings are offside with 6 seconds to go in the power play over top of the Edmonton Oilers. 9:16 all told to go in this third period of play, as the Oilers and Kings continue to do battle in game number 4. This one off the end wall there by LA really set up a good looking opportunity till Ceci kind of put more into the glass to some degree, just enough without taking a penalty here. So this one will now be a face-off with 9:16 to go in this third period. The face-off won by the Oilers, punched out into the neutral zone by McDavid across the line. The Kings to the attack. Draisaitl interrupts, and he will fire back inside the Kings zone as Kulak will hammer it down low now for Roy. 9 minutes to go in this third period, as Byfield across the line trying to get on side, stolen away by McDavid, tapped down low to Bouchard, far side pass now picked up and fired back in. Hyman's effectively back on the ice for the Oilers. Hyman will battle there against Roy in behind the Kings net. Lizotte will fire up along the wall, turned over there right in front. Draisaitl to save Riddick, as both teams get a good chance towards the net there, and it's LA getting a good opportunity from their goaltender to make a save as Bouchard cuts dangerously back in behind Stuart Skinner. Is 32-12 the shots on net with a 1-0 Edmonton lead, and it ain't Edmonton with 32 shots on net, mind you, as Bouchard will go across to the far side, lifting in. Nugent-Hopkins tries to play it past, can't do it there, and Arvidsson leading ahead for the LA Kings. You're going to see a lot of two lines here for the LA Kings late in this hockey game. Kempe, Kopitar, and then of course the Deneau line as well, as this one's across now for Darnell Nurse. The shot towards the net by Henrique bounces off the end wall. David Riddick sees it bounce towards the middle of the ice. The Kings toying with the Oilers inside their own zone here, trying to exit. And England still trying to get it out as Kempe gives it back to England. Far side pass now. The Oilers, Dylan Holloway, the token pressure is kind of messing up. The Oilers have two guys high here. And now it'll be Ryan McLeod kind of forfeiting the position and getting back inside the defensive zone as Moore's got the puck down deep. It's now Lafreniere trying to get it across. He can't do it. Perry's leading ahead. The slow-footed Perry able to keep plowing forward. Backhand down low to David Riddick. And friends, we are blitzing along here in the third period. 7 minutes to go in the third as Ekholm across to the far side. Freed up by the Oilers and trying to get it out of the zone. Can't do it. A nice stick there by Ekholm. Pushes the man off the puck. Deneau right in front. Save made by Skinner. And Holloway is able to get that puck onto a tape that was able to fire it down the length of the ice and out. Anderson collects the puck. However, it will be icing against the Edmonton Oilers with 6:47 to go in this third period of play as the Oilers got a good chance towards the net. David Riddick had a chance to make an even better save, and that he did right there. So, friends, we continue on in what has been a good hockey game thus far and a 1-0 lead for the Oilers in this third period. 12-2 the shots on goal for the LA Kings. They're going to save the commercial break for a moment later as Ryan McLeod will see the face-off. One back to the LA Kings blue line as Jordan Spence has the puck here. He'll fire now near side for Kevin Fiala. Across to the far side. Fiala gets it right back up the middle to the far side. The shot! Stuart Skinner steers it aside with his shoulder. That's a big save from Stu. That one was much, much needed. Kings bat it back to the high point. Now over near side for Doughty, who's on a two-game goal streak. 6:20 to go in this third period of play. The Kings now up to 33 shots back to the point. Deneau, the shot over for Doughty. Doughty loads, looks back to Deneau, rips the shot, blocked in front, scramble in the crease. Henrique takes a bump but takes it to the boards, and Bouchard will start away with it up the middle, right onto the tape of McDavid, feeding Hyman ahead. Hyman down the right wing, spinning, trying to get past Kempe, pushed around, up along the wall, leaned on there, and it'll still be Nugent Hopkins battling for that puck in support of one Zach Hyman. Leon Draisaitl now out there harassing the LA Kings down low. Spence trying to get free from Draisaitl. Now Nugent Hopkins as Draisaitl retreats in support. 5:35 to go in this third period of play. 33-12. The shots on goal for the LA Kings. It does not tell the story here tonight as this will go to the far side. The Kings bat it down low for Kempe. Now it's Byfield with the puck, batting it to Kempe again. Near side boards picked up and fired out by Edmonton, dribbling the puck all the way. Perfect weight to the second mark on the face-off dots inside the Kings territory as Kopitar across the line will go back to the blue line for Roy. Down low it goes in behind Skinner. Both teams see that puck bat into the near side wall. Now Desharnais has to make a good play again and he'll go to the far side. Gavrikov keeps it alive. Back to the point. The shot fired and save made by Skinner again in front as this will be picked up by Desharnais, lifted off glass. And the Oilers full well in survival mode now inside the last 5 minutes of this third period. This is the biggest few moments of this hockey game and series for the Oilers. There's so much riding on coming out of this exactly how you went into the last 5 minutes. 4:31 to go in the third period. The Oilers take an icing call, but that sequence in front, Arvidsson fires the shot up off the mask, and then it scrambles around in front, and Henrique was able to steer it away and get it into the corner for Bouchard to pick it up and go right up the middle. So here you have it. We're going commercial free, it seems, the rest of the way home in this third period. 4:31 to go. 33-12 the shots on goal. One back to Desharnais. Far side pass now picked up ahead. The Oilers will flip into the LA Kings territory. Hyman sees it batted down low there by Fiala as McDavid fires the shot. Save made on net by David Riddick as that is only the Oilers' 13th shot all game. The Kings have stymied the Oilers' offense so far this evening, but the Oilers obviously doing just enough as the Kings take an icing call here late in the third period. 4:11 to go, friends. We'll take a moment to welcome you into the chat and welcome you into the stream. If you're just tuning in, glad to have you aboard tonight. It's been a fun one thus far, and for the Edmonton Oilers, we continue to see things evolve as this game rolls along. Not much offensively, but for the Oilers, enough defensively to keep it right where it is. 4:11 to go in this third period to play. The face-off to the right of Dave Riddick as it's won back by the Oilers. Shot fired towards the net. Blocked in front by the Kings. Time continues to wind down. Bouchard with the puck will fire inside the LA Kings territory. 4 minutes exactly left on the clock as Doughty goes to the far side. And the LA Kings get inside crunch time here. You know Riddick will be out of the net within about a minute and a half left in the hockey game. As the Oilers will see the Kings try and cross the line. Instead it's cut off by Henrique as Hyman will lift back into the LA Kings territory. It's left there for Riddick, picking it up Doughty. 3.5 to go in this third period. Across the line, Lafreniere, the shot, the save made by the block in front for the Oilers, trying to scoop it onto the skate was Evander Kane. Couldn't do it. Fired back inside the Oilers territory, wrapped around the boards as Janmark sees it poked out into the neutral territory, and it continues to roll around in the neutral zone for the LA Kings. 3:10 to go in this third period of play. That's more across the Oilers line. Turned back by the Oilers again. Gavrikov overreaches and can't quite come up with that puck as it's fired in the neutral zone. Both teams just trying to hold on for dear life here. And the Oilers are going to get a gift for Ryan McLeod, chipping down to Derek Ryan. 2:50 on the clock here in this third period of play. We are a lot of time away here from this third period finishing off, as this will be flipped back inside the Kings zone. Ekholm will battle along the wall as Byfield takes a hard bump there. McDavid sees it freed up and it'll be flipped back out into the neutral territory, and Doughty will retreat inside his own zone. Quick fire up the middle and the Oilers go for a line change. Fired inside to Stuart Skinner now as he'll go to the far side. Picking it up as CC along the boards for Henrique. Henrique will have Draisaitl flip it up and out of the zone. 2:12 to go in this third period of play, and now Fiala across to the far side. Oilers keep them at bay there through the middle of the ice as it bounces up off the boards, and it's now Nurse firing back inside the Kings territory as that puck kind of took 1, 2, 3, 4 hops through the neutral zone. Doughty has the puck stolen away by Connor McDavid. McDavid rushing back the other way, harassed there by Moore. $1:48 to go in the third period, and the Oilers get key moments here inside the Kings zone to kill the clock as this knocked down by the Kings and is fired back in by the Edmonton Oilers to big save Dave Riddick, who needed 1 out of 13, and that is a tough go so far tonight as David Riddick's going to the bench. The empty net for the LA Kings as it's back inside the LA Kings zone. An icing call for the Edmonton Oilers, and $1:21 to go in this third period of play, friends. What a night so far for the Oilers. The LA Kings obviously just shooting pucks on net from everywhere. That's been their MO, trying to, of course, beat a guy in Stuart Skinner who's known to kind of bleed weak goals from weird angles. We're going to have a timeout here by the looks of it for the LA Kings. As friends, welcome aboard. If you're just tuning in from all across the world this evening, the Oilers inside Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles have a 1-0 lead over top of the LA Kings. $1:21 remaining in this third period of play. Dave Riddick, the first LA Kings goaltender to survive, well, pretty much 3 periods of play without giving up 4 goals in this series, and the LA Kings will be down 1-0 here looking for a goal with just $1:21 to go in this third period of play. We have one last reminder to tell you about, of course, the 50-50 on the Edmonton Oilers side of things. You like to see it, but the Oilers, just 1 minute to go, more or less, a couple of seconds as well. Bradley to try and bring this one home tonight. Almost tuning in from Seattle, as we're going to have a little bit of an ice issue by the looks of it. We're going to have a shovel brought out in by Stuart Skinner's side of the net there. There's a lot of snow built up. It's scooped away by the ice crew, and here we go, friends. Buckle up. Last $1:21 to go in this third period of play. Jax, welcome aboard as well. I think haven't missed anyone else yet. Smurfy, I think I missed you as well. As we'll have the face-off for Draisaitl against Kopitar. Vertigo, thank you so much for the super chat as well as we come down the stretch here in this third period. It's a face-off, one back by the LA Kings. Tapped on down low now for the Kings to the far side for Kempe. Buck 12 to go as it's fired towards the middle. It's Ekholm able to corral it, get back to the blue line. The Oilers on a second effort, getting out of the zone. Buck 04 to go here in this third period of play. And this will be fired back inside the Edmonton Oilers zone, down into the LA Kings territory. Doughty blows an edge. And quickly following up was Kevin Fiala as it'll be fired to the far side boards. 54 seconds to go in this third period, now down to 44. Sorry, I looked at the clock funny, as this one will be in behind the LA Kings, or the Edmonton Oilers net. Now picked up by Fiala at the top of the zone. Shot fired through traffic as Kopitar is able to bat it down, keep it into possession for the LA Kings. Arvidsson batting to the far side wall. The Kings knock it down again as Vinny Desharnais tries to keep that one alive for the Oilers to get out of the zone. 20 seconds to go. Fiala crashes the boards. The Oilers are taken down, but they're going to exit the zone, and Doughty's got the puck with 15 to go on the clock. Up the near side, Fiala rips the shot off the pads of Skinner, who will cover up the puck with 8.4 seconds to go in this third period of play. So there you have it. 8.4 to go in this third period. 1-0 the lead for the Oilers in a face-off inside the zone that is ever critical here for the Oilers against the LA Kings, friends, as we are close but not quite in this third period, as Connor McDavid will come out on the ice here as both teams send the best troops out there to try and, one, defend the lead and try and tie this hockey game, vice versa, as this will be a face-off inside the Oilers zone to the right of Stuart Skinner. It's Kopitar pushed off the draw. One back by the Edmonton Oilers to the point. 4 seconds ago. Shot blocked in front. Lifted out. Stuart Skinner. Playoff shutout. Winners in Game 4. 1-0. The Edmonton Oilers. It's Stuart Skinner's first career playoff shutout, and one that could not come at a better time in this playoff series, as the Edmonton Oilers take a 3-1 series lead. The Oilers plaid will live to see another day on stream, friends, as we're going for the third win in a row in the playoff plaid. Blingman, thank you so much as well, as there you have it. The Edmonton Oilers get the job done here in this one, and the Edmonton Oilers find a way to just gut through it, right? I mean, it was not a pretty hockey game by any means. The LA Kings stymied the Oilers for 60 minutes. One power play goal, the difference tonight from Evan Bouchard, as Bouchard, Draisaitl, and McDavid stay hot, and Stuart Skinner and Vinny Desharnais do the glove tap high five, and the Oilers have found a way to win tonight's hockey game by a score of 1-0. It just went final. Of course, when it comes down to it, friends, 32 shots for the LA Kings, 13 for the Edmonton Oilers this evening in a game that the Oilers had some high danger chances, only cashed one, and it took that one to win. Let's get to the post-game edition, friends. I'll miss the chat here for the next moment, but stay tuned. We'll chat a little bit after the post-game starts uploading, as we'll go post-game right now. Hey friends, this is Dolynny TV, and in Game 4, 1-0 over the LA Kings for the Edmonton Oilers. You can play La Bamba, baby, as the Oilers will come home on Wednesday night with a chance to clinch the series. Currently up 3-1 over top of the LA Kings. A big, beautiful, amazing performance from the Oilers as a whole, but especially Stuart Skinner this evening, shutting out the LA Kings. It feels weird to say that. All third period, we're like, just don't say it, just don't say it, just don't say it. But the Oilers, again tonight, find a way to just kind of get past the LA Kings at the opportune moment and just find the defensive ability to keep them off the board. There was some bounces in front in that third period that you just know as they wore on and started happening, the Oilers had a good shot and they were going to get this thing done. They did. And the Oilers find a way to obviously win tonight's hockey game 1-0. That said, friends, if you are new to Dolynny TV, I'd encourage you to hit that subscribe button here on the channel. And with that, let's break this one down. Not really much to be broken down all told for the Edmonton Oilers this evening. As average, thank you as well. Appreciate that. Everybody hitting the old super chats here on the live stream as we go along. But let's go here, friends, to talk about the Edmonton Oilers and the LA Kings one last time. It's Evan Bouchard with the lone goal in the hockey game, 22-27 time on ice. Stuart Skinner, 1,000% or 1,000 in the save percentage column. David Riddick, your third star, 12 saves, 1 goal against, 923 save percentage. Bouchard from Draisaitl and Connor McDavid at 11:49 of the second period on the power play, and 97-mile-an-hour slap shot one time, whatever the heck it was, scoring the goal rocket by Bouchard to win this hockey game. So absolutely incredible. The LA Kings 0 for on the power play opportunity they got. The Kings out-hit the Oilers. The Kings were all over the Oilers in tonight's hockey game. But at the end of the day, it comes down to the Oilers survived. The Oilers did enough to win and just stuck with it long enough to make sure this hockey game was a 3-1 series lead. Now you come home, and you know when the Oilers have come home in the past few playoff series, just how important those games at home have been later after the first 4. And tonight, going into Wednesday night, I'm looking forward to seeing the Edmonton Oilers really come out with a lights out performance, close the doors on LA in game number 5. Friends, it's a night for the Oilers this evening, which did not come easy for fans, right? A 1-0 playoff win is never easy, and I think it was starting game 3 the other night I said the Oilers aren't that team that's built to win 1-0 in the playoffs, but they don't have problems long term in this playoff run because they're good enough to win games 4-3, 5-2, 6-1, all that all told. But that's where we're at this evening, friends. It is indeed a 1-0 victory and a shutout for Stuart Skinner. So, friends, that is the post-game edition. Thanks for being aboard here tonight. I'm Tyson, this is Dolynny TV. I am up on to here. And for those of you friends staying tuned back home on, well, yes, indeed, the live stream right now as we'll go start uploading the post-game edition here tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out. Obviously, it was a little bit of a different take on the live stream this evening. One that I don't think is hopefully going to happen too many times throughout the playoffs, right? I want to try and be home as much as possible. Like I said, just a little errand run to the airport this evening that had to be taken care of. Friday night will also be a no-go if that does come down to a Game 6 in LA, but for now, we'll worry about things going home to Game 5 and then trying to take home the series in 5. So, friends, thanks so much for being aboard tonight. It's been a pleasure to have you as well. Everybody tuning in here tonight, thank you for being aboard, and we will leave you with this, where we're at this evening on the old watch time. I wanted to tell you we were trying for, of course, 100 hours on the stream. We're going to finish up at 75. That's pretty good all told for being live for 42 minutes. So thanks for being aboard tonight, friends. We will catch you on Wednesday, but we'll talk Monday, Tuesday. Absolutely. Thanks for being aboard.